A former Maryland lawmaker is laid to rest, and the county executive gains new endorsements for her Senate campaign. Good evening. I'm Patricia Vallone with a CTV News Update. The Angela Alsobrooks U.S. Senate campaign racks up new endorsements from Montgomery County. Ike Leggett, the first African-American to lead Montgomery County, threw his support to Alsobrooks this morning. Brian Frosch, Maryland's former Attorney General, is also backing Alsobrooks and explains why.
Had thousands of people in jail for one reason and one reason only. They were poor. They'd been charged with minor crimes, trespassing, urinating in public, and judges set bail for them in amounts that they thought these folks could meet. But many of them couldn't. They couldn't come up with $100 or $200, and so they would languish in jail before their trials. Angela Alsobrooks, even though she was a prosecutor and a good one and a tough one, supported a rule that changed that practice.
My decision to endorse on day one was based not on race, it was not based on gender, although, as indicated before, those are important factors. It is based on the best candidate. Even though I served as county executive of Montgomery County and know the other candidates very well, Ms. Alsobrooks is the best candidate for this job.
And Senate Democratic candidates David Trone and Will Jawando both live in Montgomery County. Well, friends and family fondly remember a former Maryland lawmaker who opened doors for others. Funeral services for former Senator Tommy Broadwater were held today in Glen Arden. Current and past politicians paid tribute to the 81-year-old who passed away on July 11th. For decades, Broadwater gave advice and counseled many up-and-coming candidates.
When I decided to make a run for public office, I had to call him, and he invited me up to sit and talk. And we talked about the beginnings of black people having a majority in this county, the aspirations for the county, and how I endeavored to move that forward. And he gave me advice, and sound advice, I'll add. And hopefully I made him proud.
My mother moved to PG County. I was right in the neighborhood with Tommy Broadwater. He was a fixture, his family was a fixture in Fairmont Heights, and he was starting his business at Ebony Inn, and he's always been somebody in the neighborhood that you could go to, ask for advice, and he employed a lot of people in that area of PG County and got a lot of people their starts.
And Broadwater's service was held at the First Baptist Church of Glen Arden. Well, Greenbelt police are looking for a Prince George's teacher who has been missing since Saturday. 59-year-old Miriam Torsila was last seen in the 6500 block of Lake Park Drive. Torsila is an elementary teacher at Dora Kennedy French Immersion School in Greenbelt. She's 5'5" and weighs 135 pounds. Police shut down Shrome Hills Park for nearly 6 hours this morning as they searched for her. Authorities say Torsila frequently takes walks at the park for exercise. Police consider this a critical missing persons case, but do not suspect foul play at this time. Torsila has not shown up for work and did not have her identification or medicine when she went missing. Well, one of the country's largest Muslim advocacy organizations speaks out against the Montgomery County School District. The Maryland Office of the Council on American Islamic Relations, also known as CARE, held a press conference in Rockville this morning. The group filed an open records request last month with MCPS to get more details on lesson plans, training materials, and emails related to the district's new curriculum. Through the request, CARE says it received a memo from elementary principals voicing concerns regarding the intent and appropriateness of LGBTQ-related books and materials. The group wants the school district, to reinstate its opt-out policy.
Principals expressed concern that MCPS instructions to teachers could lead to comments to children that would be dismissive of religious beliefs by shaming or discouraging them during classroom reading follow-up discussions. Specifically, the white paper raises serious issue with the MCPS document sample student call-ins.
And the school system says that the books and materials are, quote, a reflection of our ongoing commitment to ensure our curriculum is inclusive and affirming to all students. Well, the 6 new schools opening in Prince George's this fall will include gender-neutral restrooms. The 5 middle schools and 1 academy will have both traditional and gender-neutral restrooms, but the bathrooms in the academic areas will be gender-neutral only and will have floor-to-ceiling partitions for student privacy. Officials say the aim was to be inclusive for all learners.
There are gang and gendered bathrooms in community spaces. As we welcome the community in, you'll see those down there, but on each wing they are gender neutral. And they're set up in a way to provide the respect and the security and the privacy of each student, while also ensuring the safety of the campus, and with teachers having the opportunity to observe from a distance, and also to just, as I said, just focus on the dignity and respect of the students that are there.
And Washington also says there are security cameras placed outside of the gender-neutral restrooms. Well, police are investigating a double shooting in Palmer Park last night. Officers were called to the 7700 block of Pembroke Place just before 11. That's where they found 33-year-old Sean Hodge of the district and another man with gunshot wounds. Both were taken to a local hospital where Hodge later died. The second man remains hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries. So far, there are no suspects. The motive has yet to be determined. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Coming up, today is National Night Out. Let's see how a local neighborhood right here in the county is celebrating. We'll have more details when we return.
Wow, looking good, thanks. Just powered up to a real ID. Power up? So future me has X-ray vision. More like future you can fly. To all 50 states, DC, and the US territories. Wait, you can fly? Sure, I'm Real ID compliant. Means now I can fly to Florida for the NASA launch today, then to Utah for the stargazing trip. Sounds good. Have fun, I'll just hang here.
Be your Real ID self by May 7th, 2025. Find out how at tsa.gov/realid.
Biotech company Thermo Fisher Scientific and the family of Henrietta Lacks reach a settlement in a medical exploitation lawsuit. Lacks' cells were harvested without her knowledge in 1951 and have been used to create medical innovations worth billions. However, the Lacks family was never compensated. This prompted the family's 2021 lawsuit claiming Thermo Fisher profited from a racist medical system. The details of the settlement will remain confidential. Well, don't miss out on today's National Night Out activities. The Cameron Grove Senior Community in Bowie began its festivities this morning. This is just one of the many National Night Out events across the country. The annual event brings the community and local police together to promote safety.
It really fosters a sense of safety and security. It means that our people are more likely to participate in our neighborhood watch program. And this is a very low crime area, so it pays off and it gives us, our community, an opportunity to get involved, and that's always good.
So our partnerships and our networking with the community is very important, and we have a great relationship with our community. And so a lot of what isn't reported and suspicious activity, things like that, we get from our community members. And so events like this just bridge the gap that we have with our community members. And so it's important for us to have these community events like National Night Out.
And there will also be a National Night Out event tonight at Allen Pond Park in Bowie. Well, we may be in the thick of summer, but HVAC experts are urging you to keep your AC unit in tip-top shape year-round. Now, the experts say the best way to extend the life of your unit is with regular maintenance, but there is one thing you may not think of that can extend the life of your unit. Don Risher of Bel Air Engineering says keep an eye on your pets.
As far as people's dogs, it's really not a good idea to let your dog relieve himself on the outdoor coil. It will destroy the coil very quickly, actually. It's so acidic, I guess, the urine is. But we get coils in here all the time, and you can just stick your finger in and make the fins just flake right off. And of course, we love that because we get to have to put a new system in because of FIDO. But anyway, most people don't think about that. Yeah. You don't want them to be doing that because it'll just destroy your system in 5 years, even faster. Yeah.
And a new unit can cost $2,000 or more. And you're watching CTV News. Coming up, your Tuesday Sports Page report with Simon Buggs.
What's up, sports fans? And coming up in a bit, Bowie Bay Sox outfielder Dante Williams speaks on the team's great chemistry, and Terps quarterback Talia Tagovailoa gets put on the radar for potentially winning a prestigious award. Stay tuned.
When you're diagnosed with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, you just want to feel better. Steroids help get my symptoms under control, but they come with problems and long-term risks. I need to look out for my future health. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation changed everything. They encouraged me to take action and even helped me find a specialist. We now have a plan that works for today and tomorrow. Don't put off finding an answer. Spill your guts. Learn more at spillyourguts.org.
Bowie police are searching for two cows seen wandering through city streets. The pair have been on the move since Saturday night and were last spotted in a wooded area near Church Road. They reportedly walked away from a farm in Odenton. Authorities are asking anyone with information on the whereabouts of the hooved hikers to contact Bowie police.
All right, everyone, it's time for your Tuesday Sports Page. We'll start with some minor league baseball. Chemistry is very important if a team ever wants to accomplish anything, and chemistry is exactly what Bay Sox outfielder Dante Williams says his team has. Williams is in his second season with Bowie, and he says he is happy with the team's energy and camaraderie.
It's good. It's great. The guys around here are solid. The field, clubhouse, the energy in the dugout. It's cool when you have a great group of guys around you, and you know that you push yourself and they also push you. So it's just everything mashes together, and you guys are all working towards one goal. Yeah.
Williams also touched on his time at the University of Arizona from 2018 to 2021, and he says that his time as a Wildcat played a big part in his player development.
Huge. Jay Johnson was the head coach over there, and from the moment I stepped on foot in Kepitz, it was MLB training ground. So everything, every practice, we didn't even call it practice. We called it a workout. So every workout we had, it was working towards becoming a Major League Baseball player. So everything we did, every workout we had, it was doing the little things, doing everything with detail. So it just plays a part in everything that we do today.
Switching to some Terp sports news, quarterback Talia Tagovailoa has big expectations for this season as he was named to the watch list for the annual Maxwell Award. This award is given out to the best collegiate football player in the country, regardless of their position. This is the third year in a row that Tagovailoa has been named to the list, and he's also one of only 3 quarterbacks in the Big Ten Conference who has been named to the list. The winner of the Maxwell Award will be announced on December 7th. And that is your Tuesday Sports Page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
And that wraps up our CTV News Update. Join us again tomorrow at 4:30. Have a great night.